Hi, my name is Ryan Myhre, and I graduated from Baptist Bible Seminary back in May of 2017. And Dr. Pine had just reached out to me and said, "Hey, would you be willing to share just a little bit about your internship experience with BBS?" And I said yes, and here we go. I did my internship down here at sunny Southside Baptist Church in Sebring, Florida. Which was a new church for me. I wasn't on staff here. I actually didn't even live in the state. I was preparing to do my internship up in Fargo, North Dakota at a church that I was saved at and discipled at and called as their assistant pastor. But as the Lord was working in our lives, He made it clear that He wanted us not in North Dakota, but in Florida. So I don't miss the 40 below weather, and I enjoy the 80-degree weather, and just really thankful that the Lord opened a number of different doors to get me here. And so one of the things I would say is be open to seeing what the Lord is doing in your life, where He's calling you. Pray about it, and then just try to be all in as you go and serve the Lord. We're supposed to kind of share a little bit about maybe our current ministry. And so I came down and did my internship. I did obviously my projects here, and I did that through August through graduation. And shortly after graduation in May, the church called me to be on staff here full time as the associate pastor, and I'm thankful for that. A number of the projects that I did here were designed really to help the church and to see the church grow. And so my projects that I chose was really because of the context of where I was at, and so I decided to do discipleship, and we just designed a process of building disciples and multiplying them. We did an assimilation project through the church, just seeing someone come from a first-time guest to a fully engaged member. We built a men's ministry that we're doing breakfast and huddles together on a regular monthly basis, and also a challenge here. We have a large retirement community, and so it was kind of seeing how our church could align itself with the youth, and I did a project on intergenerational ministry. And so all those were beneficial for me personally. They pushed me maybe outside of maybe where I was comfortable, and also then was a blessing to the church as all of those programs are now still running, and the Lord has blessed in a number of those as well. A couple lessons maybe that I would share with you is to push yourself with your projects. Don't do something that's super safe. I think the biggest thing that I learned from them was digging in and learning more about some of these things that I thought I knew a lot about, but and then relating it back, as I said before, to the context of really what's going to work, and what is God doing at your specific place of ministry. Another thing I would say is this: I was a tennis pro for 17 years. Before I came into full-time ministry, and I had kind of put that on the shelf for about 4 years and hadn't really touched a racket. But as I moved down here, one of the most amazing things was the Lord just happened to open the men's tennis team at that local high school head coach position, and so I was a little reluctant, but I know that I had a special skill in that area, and as I pursued that, it's been a huge blessing. I've been able to get in front of obviously my team and a number of the school administrators, the school staff. It's really opened a lot of doors for me. My family's now fully engaged in playing tennis, and it was I thought a different part of my life, but as I saw what the Lord was doing, once again, we just one of the things that we've learned through this whole process of moving and changing ministries is that there's no better place to be than in God's will, and no worse place to be than out of it. And that's been just something that we've tried to really focus on. We prayed about it, and we decided to make this move, and it's been one of the biggest blessings that we've ever undertaken. So the Lord's ever given us. One of the other things too is just maybe aligning yourself with other area pastors. That's been a huge benefit to me here, and I've been able to branch out in a number of different ministries through Youth for Christ, and actually I'm just taking on a new position. In addition to being the associate pastor here as a city life director, which is just an urban ministry that we're doing, an after-school urban ministry for Youth for Christ, and just trying to reach kids that need the gospel of Jesus. And so those are just a couple of things that really the Lord has launched because of the internship, and I just pray that you find great joy and great blessings through the process of your internship. So Lord bless and take care.